There we go.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
I got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Critically Average Adventures. This is more specifically, welcome to the Fragments. This is a D&D 5e campaign I'm playing with my friends, and these fine examples of human beings are my friends.
Hello.
You're on it today, aren't you?
When last we were at the Fragments crew time gameplay stuff, they had ventured from the residence of Lord Leven, leaving themselves locked out of Lord Leven's apartments, ventured through the town records library and nearly leaving a dog in the roof.
We didn't leave him there. He's with us.
He's with you, but there was some adventures happening by,
That was insane.
Yeah, and then eventually finding their way using the hounds to lower cross an area of town where the crisscross.
I resent being called a hound. I'm a goblin.
Yeah, and there was in the area of Lower Cross, the paths were too mixed for the hounds to pick up any such scent due to terrible dice rolling on my part. Lucky you guys. However, Killian, the mastermind, linked that there might be some sort of lady involved in this mysterious vanishing, and asked about Brothels, and Erwin, being a resident of the town of Mordensal, knew that there were three, and you ventured your way to one in particular, which was
Julian's.
Upon trying to enter, the dog went through the door first and got a good kicking from the ogre doorman known as Daryl, and
It was a mistake.
which was a mistake, as Daryl got kicked, chucked out, beaten to the curb, and then
Literally beaten to the
and then asked to return via the rear entrance, as to not traipse mud through the main thoroughfare of the interior of Julian's. I have drawn Julian's, but I have not put it on the thing, so I can kind of show you what Julian's floor plan looks like. So
That's very fun.
there's Daryl on the front
Daryl.
steps, and then you kind of come up a set of three and into a sort of dais that then drops down. Centrally, you see a bed of pillows and cushions where there are people draped above and there are people draped below in certain layers of this cushioning. Each side of the room is partitioned off with gossamer drapes that drift and blow in the wind, of whites and pinks and various colours. Like it's all very pastel in this place. Nothing is of a true like bold colour. Nothing is like that's red. It's kind of that's pinky red, or is that orange? No, it's more of a sunset. Everything is very soft and very gentle, and you've met coming across from one of the rooms at the back a tall, thin, bedraped character wrapped in a perfectly clean piece of white satin silk, revealing things that probably shouldn't be revealed. Looks like it could be easily removed with just a quick flick of the wrist. The proprietor of this establishment.
Have we don't know her name yet, do we?
No, you don't know that name yet.
Ah.
It's not Julian.
You don't know. You haven't asked.
And I'm sneaking. If I don't want to be seen, I'm looking for some basement.
Yeah, I think you snuck to the left. Is that right? As you,
I believe so.
you
Why
went
not?
in and went left. I had a.
Yeah.
That's where I see it in my head anyway. And you
That
went
works
in.
for me.
So you are sort of at that top dais. There's kind of like a little set of railings, and then the steps that go down. You're kind of crouched in that little space between there. You're quite small, reasonably well hidden, because you did a really good stealth roll, I believe.
I did indeed.
Yeah, blind
But
stealth.
I can show you. 'Cause I can tell you.
It's
Why not?
fine. I kind of remember that narrative. Into the place you are standing. What would you like to do? Tell me.
I'm going to go up and introduce myself to the proprietor.
Okay, tell me how you move through that space. So you've got this central pile of bedding and cushions, and then this kind of set of steps that goes down to that area.
Where is the proprietor in relation to us?
At the far end of the room there is a bar, and they have emerged kind of from one of the rooms to the back left as you look at this space.
Okay.
From between some silks, they've heard the commotion and come on out and told Daryl to go around the back.
Okay. So
Check on the dog.
I'm gonna my most regal presence I can muster. Even though I am a little bit grubby from our recent excerpts, I'm going to walk down the steps and round to the left of the cushions.
Yeah.
Sort of trying not to notice all the bodies and the arms and the everything else that is all sort of strewn across the cushions, sort of tiptoeing across,
Okay.
like just like they're cushions and nothing to see.
As soon as you walk down the steps and reach the bottom of the steps, the character far end of the room uses the most direct route to approach you, which is straight across the middle of the cushions. And as they proceed over the cushions, rising up this small mountain, there are certain moans, some in pain, some in pleasure, some you're not quite sure what the moan is in regard to, and they proceed right over the top. There's this welcome to Julian's. What seems to be the trouble? I mean, what's Daryl done this time? I mean, Daryl, I said around the back. You see this ogre trying to come in through the front. The back, round the back, Daryl. Where you're fed, Daryl. Daryl! Around. And Daryl kind of proceeds off lumberingly around the back. Back. And Daryl is out of eye shot. And yeah, characters right.
So what time of day is it now? Is it morning, afternoon?
We're still morning-ish. We're coming on lunchtime probably by now. There's been a lot of stuff. Maybe late lunch. We're talking maybe 1, 2.
1, 2 o'clock. Okay. Good afternoon. Me and my companions are trying to find somebody.
Well, found someone, I'd say you have.
Of course we have, and you have a fine establishment here. But,
you like it? I did all the decor myself.
It's fabulous. It really is. I like all the pastels and the whites. They all they produce such light.
They do.
It's good to have establishment like this that's light rather than dark, don't you think?
Well, with so much darkness in the world, why not spread a little bit of light and a little bit of joy? And the best joy one can have can be found here at Julian's.
Are you Julian, or is it just the name of the establishment?
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. And a hand is put out for you to kiss.
I kiss the hand.
Darling, charmed, I'm sure.
And I do a sort of a little fake little bow, not trying to keep my authority, but sort of,
they just do They do the.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did I say what my name was? Yeah, my name is Serial. We're looking for an individual who seems to have gone missing from just down the road from here. And you're going to have to remember what his name is because I've forgotten.
Lord Leven.
Lord Leven, thank you.
We're not tracking Lord Leven at the moment. We're tracking the random woman who was in his bed and left a bit of material. He's really here.
Are you aware of the gentleman called Lord Leven?
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be in Mordensal?
So he's a man that's well known in many establishments, I see.
Well, not just that. I mean, head of guilds is quite a well-known title. I mean,
you have a point. Is there? I know you have to have a certain amount of discrepancy in your line of business, but we need to track him down because it's quite important that he's found quite soon.
well, I imagine so.
I was wondering if you could tell me if there's any ladies or gentlemen that are his favourites, shall we say.
Lord Leven visit here? Well, I possibly couldn't tell you.
Is there any way you could hint at maybe giving us a bit more information? Is there anything that could sway you in some way?
There are many things that sway me, my dear.
Oh boy.
Killian's
Oh my God, I'm having so many
shaking his
flashbacks.
head.
I am totally sneaking to the back end of the room,
Sorry, what was that?
looking for the ledger. I'm totally sneaking to the back end of the room,
Oh,
looking
okay,
for the
yeah,
ledger.
Yeah, so
A person like this has a ledger.
okay, tell me the route
Keep him
for
talking,
Owen.
it's fine, I'll him talking.
Right now, everyone seems occupied one way or another. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more, say no more. And so I'm going to take the opportunity to be the tiniest, smallest, inconspicuous person. Well, to be honest, I don't really have to hide. I just have to be not noticed. Because she's enraptured with Our Lady Cyril, who's doing an amazing job of being really interesting. So, I than you. And everyone else, like I said, is preoccupied. So, yeah, I'm just going to go down the left-hand wall-esque thing.
Yeah, so it kind of there's
I'm certainly going to sneak from the cushions. I might see things I'll never be able to understand.
That's a very good assumption. As you sneak along, you are kind of ducking in between the silks.
To be really honest, if anyone sees me but are preoccupied, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to say anything. They're preoccupied. So I just have to be inconspicuous more than unnoticed.
You can proceed past 1, 2, 3, 4 little sort of curtained off areas on the left hand side, and it's mirrored on the other side of the room.
For privacy.
There is a bar with a kind of curved shape at the end, and there is a rather beautiful yet bored looking individual at the bar. They seem to be paying no notice to you, more interested in the end of their finger.
Fantastic. Wow. Great.
Quick perception check for me, Win.
I'll give it a go. You never know. Might succeed. Where are you?
This may sound really weird. Can I go around sniffing the rooms?
Wow.
You really want to sniff the rooms in a proper
And I suggest you don't lick anything in here.
Oh, Killian is not going to touch a damn thing.
Oh my. You were the one. Wait, Killian was the one who really wanted to come to this place. Now she's like, oh, I don't like the place. Like, you want to be here.
I think that was
fault.
Bean wanting to go to Julian's just to see what Julian's looked like.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It wasn't so much in character.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Anyway. I rolled terribly. So I rolled 7.
7.
In total.
You just see the bar towards the end of this place.
Yeah. That's totally not going to come back in the ass.
Alright. So yeah, the bar is kind of like the end of the room. There is a small hatch that kind of lifts at one end, the opposite side, that allows entrance to the behind the bar area.
Right, so is it a full fronted with the lift? So it's like lift door, or is it just a lift that I can sneak through?
On this, it's a lift and a little door.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's kind of made to look very. It's like organic. This curve, yeah.
I was just hoping for a bit more slapback, but nope.
No, Julian's taking his time.
Is the lady, the sneaky lady who came out and slews over all the wonderful patrons? Was she behind the bar when she came for.
No, you came from the back left curtain. The far left curtain, as you that
Head
you're
down.
kind of you've gone
Head down.
you're level with at the moment. So you've got 4 sets of curtains. The far back one is where they came from.
I'll investigate that.
Head down. Get out.
Would they? Would
Well,
What's
I'm
that?
going to creep down, crouch down, hopefully get to some. If there's any sort, as you said, there's lots of flowing sashes and things flowing around. If I can get something between me and the barkeep,
Yeah.
then especially if I can crouch down and twitch that curtain, just put an eye to the curtain, have a look, see whether or not I can find an office or hopefully nothing else. Just want an office. I'm good, nice, plain, boring office would be nice.
Could you make a
Lucky am
another perception for me in this? Now you're kind of going through, or an investigation if you would prefer.
Perception's. I'd love an investigation, but perception is
makes
more
more sense
appropriate.
because you're trying to perceive something. You're trying to see what's around there, aren't you?
17.
Oh, much better. You poke your head
What is it?
in and you see that there is another section. This place has a large bed in it. There are shapes underneath a satin sheet. They are still. However, you hear on a curtain that is kind of, it would be parallel, in a line with the bar, as it were, but in this other sectioned off area, another heavier curtain. This of a pale lilac, but thick, draped, like a thicker velvet kind of feel. Well lined curtain on gold hoops along the top. But you hear.
No,
I hear.
hear nothing. No, still can't hear you banging.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
You
My
hear the
PlayStation-
sound of dice being rolled.
Ah, thank you. I like that.
I got
Yeah. Okay. We've gone deaf. So, gambling. Interesting.
You know at the back.
Back at the front, what's happening? Jax, you were checking on dog.
I'm going to check on Big Dog.
Yeah, quick. I guess a medicine to have a look.
Big dog.
Big dog, killer.
Killer.
Is there a little killer?
12 was the lower one.
Yeah, dog seems to be okay, slightly bruised, not really limping. It was a boot, but
I'll give him a little sort of ruffle to sort of try and perk him up a bit, and then I want to sort of give him the bit of cloth with the perfume on to see if he can find anything to track in here.
Sniffs round. Are you on leash with it, or just letting him?
I'm following him. I'm quite happy with him going free. I'm just going to keep up with him.
I don't think they've ever had a leash. Kind of the point.
Yeah.
I'm keeping Julian. I'm just basically smoothing Julian.
Oh,
And
You are indeed.
Half and I are where Jackson is.
yeah.
Owen's already disappeared out of my viewpoint, so I can't see him.
They're
I
behind
have
you
no
and
idea
kind of
what
coming
Killian is.
forward.
Yeah, I have no idea where Killian is. But I'm basically trying to be a distraction. So smoozing.
Yeah. I think
Sorry.
then
Not even royalty.
shall we call this a performance roll then? Because you are performing a thing. It's a charisma based check.
I can do.
Forming salacious conversation.
I have not. I don't think I've rolled that before. It's been a while and I haven't. Performance.
Yes.
18.
Oh, tasty. Julian is not taking his eyes off of you as they speak. They converse.
So I have quite a swirly top / breath on. So
Yeah.
I'm sort of swirling
he's
about as well.
he's picking up the fabric, saying, "Well, look at this finery. I mean, This is marvellous craftsmanship. Where on earth did you find something like this?
Wow.
This type of finery is a specialist elf haberdashery that's from home. I have one or two items like this. Do you like it? Do you like the colour? And I'm smoothing.
Yeah, smoozing. Kills was on.
What are you doing?
Killian's just kind of standing behind Sarah, just watching this whole thing go on. And when she
I
turns
can watch a
around,
tennis match.
but when she asks for the girl that has been, or whoever it is that has been with Lord Leven.
Lord Leven. Lord Mouth Leven, I think. I don't know if you found out his first name. Mouth is his first name. Mouth.
Wait, is it
No,
mouth? Or
Malf.
Oh.
Mouth.
mouth?
Yeah.
As in Malfoy.
Mouth of Mordensal. Nice.
Mouth as in Malfoy.
Yeah, the beginning of Malfoy. Yeah, Mouth Leven.
Right. Okay. Anyway.
That's such a juxtaposition for you. Like, I can't handle this.
No,
It's going to be the mouth of Mordensal from here on in. That's all we're going to hear. Just the mouth of Mordensal.
it's just kind of like Killian's just like,
Mouth from a Mordensal, born and raised.
Killian's just like,
Chilling out,
like
Maxine,
my
hanging with Julian. No, come on, let's get on.
are you done?
No. Yes.
We'll get to the end of the wrap by the end of the episode, hopefully. Work on it.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You
You have to go get a tape and tape your mouth shut. Right.
I'm ready.
You're writing it in your head, aren't you?
I was
Yeah,
trying to think
yeah.
what I could do. Yo, home to. I don't know.
Are you done?
I was trying to
Anyway,
think of
Killian,
what
what you doing?
every place
What
thinks
you
like
doing?
sounds like Bel Air in in the world of Earl. There's nothing.
Brought in the customers. They were not.
Go on,
Right.
sorry, Killian. We were disrupting your
Like-
your brilliant RPing. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm used to you being an ass.
Oh, yeah.
So when Sarah was asking about a way she can persuade this person, Killian's just kind of stood there like, clearly she's never been in somewhere like here. And he just goes in his pocket and gets his gold bag out and just starts like counting out gold. He's like,
Loudly, sort of like drop,
Yeah.
drop, chink, 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 chink.
and then he's just kind of like,
Stacks of cash.
that'll be enough.
As you go on, sorry.
Go on, what was that for? Go on. Go on.
Nothing happened. They didn't. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Ah.
So he's just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, like, we have money, we can give you to get the information we need, is kind of what he's putting across.
Implying
It's kind of
he's
thing.
so wrapped with cereal at the moment. He's just
Right.
Not
completely
really anything
engaged
to
at
do
the
with
moment. So
Okay, I get like the shiniest gold piece I can find in my bag.
yeah,
Reach trousers in front of cereal.
That's what I'm literally going to do, just be like,
to break the vision.
just like this, wave it at eye level like this. And then it's just like, right. And then when...
It's not rude, but it'll
There's
work.
this moment where you have Julian going, the stitching here fine. I mean, an overlock is a little bit too
and then it's like, right.
rich for my liking.
You know, like when you're trying to get a dog to look
Yeah.
at you with a treat, and it's like, right, focus. It's that kind of like, right,
Rich is to my liking.
right.
Hello.
You have
then
the
it's like-
attention.
Name.
Maybe not here.
Where?
Come.
And then it's like, right.
So
There we go.
There's an invite to follow. Who's following?
Me!
I'm following, and Killian's following.
Um,
I'm following the dog if it's going anywhere.
okay.
I'm not used to this too.
Dog is
You
confused.
just stab yourself in the eye.
No, I just whacked the spoon into my glasses and it shoved it into the bridge of my nose.
Dog is sniffing round. There are many smells here, but not the one. It kind of is coming back round to the door, then round you, then sniffing the garter, and then back round.
And if he's obviously not getting the thingy, I'll basically sort of tell him to heal, and I'm going to head to the bar person.
Okay. Yep.
Heck.
Yeah.
Go on, Jackson. Be a distraction.
Trots to the bar. And you are led to the back right.
Yeah. But while we're getting led there, I'm like keeping eyes on where the others are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like
You see
I
Jack's
can
kind of
see
moving up thing.
where.
Would you be? Owen is nigh on invisible, so you don't know where Owen is.
21 will be stealthy.
21. Yes, it was 21. I'd check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 21.
Yeah, nigh on invisible, so you don't know where that
That's
small
fair enough.
goblin is.
But the thing is, I'm kind of like, I know he can be
Where's
sneaky,
That's the
and he's
important
silent.
question.
Yeah, where is Charlie boy? Come on!
Charlie is cautiously stepping down the steps and following up behind Serial, and up behind you hear this kind of sudden rush, like up behind you, and Julian, what is that? He's pointing at the cushions.
That's that.
I'm just like,
Oh.
I'm just like, and Killian kind of panics because he's like, shit, how do I explain this? Right, just don't. Just don't.
They would be the bees. You're the bird.
Literally.
Killian, he says, "No, don't be so silly. I'm not that prude, Killian. I'm well aware of the carnal desires of mortal bodies."
The curtain is trying not to laugh.
And I just look at you and it's like, if Killian had glasses, it would be just like,
Oh, no, you got a
Really?
snout. You can look down your snout. It'd be brilliant. Look exactly like that.
it's like,
Yeah.
really?
He says, "Killian, I am a cleric. I've married many couples and they've had to consummate the wedding not in front of me, but I'm sort of aware of what they do.
Sort of.
Yes, I've
There's 17 people in those cushions,
17.
at least.
Well, today is a joyous day. Many marriages must have happened.
No.
This is out of wedlock.
Yes.
Oh my. At this, whatever constitutes a blush on an Aarakocra's face. So maybe just a ruffling of the feathers here.
It all sticks up.
Yeah, they just go,
Mega floof.
oh. And slight on the shoulder, like where the wings are. Oh my. Shall we follow?
Keep your head down, don't look at anything.
Shall we follow this person?
You follow me. Look at the back of my feet. Keep your head down, don't look at anything.
He does, but every now and then, like, just in almost like in a sort of scientific curiosity.
Analytical. Dwarves. Didn't know they were so bendy.
It's that kind of like, how did they get in that position?
That's why Dragonborn have to have trousers that fit like that.
Excuse me. How dare you?
Eventually, you guys are.
Sorry.
Derek, yay!
Nearly laptop covered in hot chocolate.
Yeah, that would have been disastrous.
Erwin, we'll go back to you. What are you
Okay, well, the curtain recovers from his giggles.
The cat's just like shaking slightly at the sight of Charlie going. Oh no. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, wow, what an image. I will, the heavy set curtain with the clink, clink, clink of gambling I will slip in and see what inside here. This is gambling.
Here's another one. Come on then. Come on. You see an orc sat at a table with an array of dice in front of them. Two like a tiefling one side, and then a female dwarf the other side, and they are draped upon him in nearly, they might as well be clothing him, but they are he sits there and he's bedecked in gold, chest with just like a vest on, like, but this is a fine vest, and he sits at the table like, come on then, you've come to try your luck, have you? Ah, that Julian, such I don't know when to quit.
Did you see me come in then?
Yeah, did you pull back the curtain?
No, I slipped in. I didn't just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to be sneaky.
Oh, okay. Sorry, and you'd probably have to make another stealth roll on that one. Sorry.
Fine, that's no problem.
Yeah, cool. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not. I
Didn't
don't want to be. I don't want to be seen.
No.
God,
It's like,
no.
I'm here!
I thought you were like sneak. Aha! I found the answers. They're all behind this curtain.
unless the, no. Just no. Making me embarrassed.
Oh, we've lost you.
17.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see what their percept
Bit
is.
less than it was.
No, they didn't roll good on their percept. So, in you kind of under the table, there's a lot of laughing. There are legs crossing and uncrossing, and there are parts being grabbed at, and there is a laughing of a brutish orc.
Enjoy being 2 foot tall.
Yeah.
Note to self to buy wax earplugs.
It's just
And then
great.
nothing else in here. No exits, no entrances. Just
Yeah, it's
basically
just like
Padmore's doing.
it's like a booth with like chairs and a table set
Oh,
into it.
damn it! It's not what I wanted at all. Sneak back out again.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking for ledgers and offices, not really bourgeois and people having fun. I'm not interested. I'm not robbing anybody. I'm looking for names and answers.
For
Jax,
once, he's not robbing anybody.
Yes.
at
I'm
the
not a
bar.
thief. I'm a cobbler.
Yeah, I'm going to wander up to whoever's at the bar.
Hello.
Where's your basement?
I want to know where the basement is for.
Because I want to go down to the basement.
You're weird. The fun's all up here, can't you see?
I still want to go in the basement.
Oh. Oh, you want that kind of action?
Jackson's off for word for a change.
Jax is sort of not, well, he's not very with it. He's like sort of, yeah. He's not very sort of insightful at the best of times, and he's at like disadvantage on everything, so yeah. No, I just need to get to the basement with the dog and like have a look around. We're like working for the king.
With a dog? We don't normally allow animals.
Well, he's here and he's going to help me find somewhere.
It's a strange way of choosing, but whatever takes your fancy, I suppose. She lifts up the flap to the bar, and there is a trap in the floor.
I lift it up and sort of head down. Is it stairs or is it a ladder?
There are very, very steep stairs.
If it's not too deep, I'll try and get him to jump down and catch him if I can.
Okay. So
I'm
there's this moment where there's this holding open the trap, looking at this dog about to leap into a. Can you make a dexterity check to catch dog with disadvantage?
Oh, okay. I was assuming it was an animal handling so we can get him to jump down.
Why does this game always become so weird?
You've got us like in a brothel. You didn't think it'd be weird.
I thought it would be weird, yeah. Sorry, what was it?
I can't stop like keep looking at Killian and thinking it's gone.
No.
Cool, you catch the dog, yeah. Fine. There is a... What were you trying to get Killer to do?
Oh, it was more once he's down here, I'm going to sort of give him the thingy to sniff because I'm hoping it's sort of slightly less. And I'm going to have a look around as well because, you know...
Okay. A survival for you. Killer's finding nothing with a 5.
Why can't you roll this badly when we're up against bad guys?
I normally do, actually.
Or more importantly, shields. Just keep bouncing off them.
Yeah.
12 the survivalness.
12.
Wow.
You don't pick up any tracks or boot marks of the thing that you were following. As you...
To be honest, I'm more looking for whatever the sort of... I'm sort of... Compared to the sort of description that Sarah was giving, which was a sort of curved ceiling and archways and things like that.
So you're trying to compare this space with the space from Serial's description.
Yeah.
Oh, so would this be...
Oh.
It's not survival,
No, you didn't
is it?
actually see it, would it?
No, because it's not...
Interpretation.
Just intelligence.
Yeah, I think an intel, like just kind of like that kind of comparative thing.
Yeah.
You're using lateral thinking. It's intelligence, isn't it?
I'd also go with the investigation because that's part of it, part of the description investigation.
Makes no
About-
difference.
It's the same bonus.
They're both plus 0. Oh.
4.
Yay!
This place looks exactly like the description.
More effectively, then I'm going to
Basement.
sort of look for sort of exits and things like that I can sort of see, because I'm assuming it would be pretty obvious if there was Lord sort of chained to a slab in the middle of the room.
Yeah, those things are kind of easy to notice. In this space,
Even with a 4, I think I would have probably noticed that.
in this space,
You're
you
leaning
are
on him going, can't find him.
It's like
you are in like a passageway that leads along. You think it runs down the building, as it were, back towards the entrance way of this.
I'm just going to sort of poke along here with let's see what we can find.
Okay, cool. You rest of you are Serial and Charles and Killian are led to a small the back right curtain that's pulled aside. There is a lot of wax being used in this room. The door is opened. There's an office door open.
wait, you said wax.
Yes,
What kind of wax?
melted wax.
Oh, like dripping,
There is a lot of dripping
Like-
wax in this space.
pouring it on.
You probably think that is something that is going on in this space, yeah. The door is opened and
I love how you said wax and you went.
you're led inside a small room. This room is very practical.
Whoa, 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 whoa! In what way practical?
Wait, that's what you come up with? Whack, here, practical room. Whoa!
No, because I'm like, we're in a brothel. What kind
Yeah.
of
And
practicality?
you just offered the madam money.
Yeah, to give us a
Business
name.
room.
There is a very plain wood desk. There are very plain wooden chairs.
Mm-hmm.
There is what seems to be a cabinet in the corner, and various places dotted around there are potted plants.
Okay.
This is a place where no money has been spent because all the money's out on display.
Yeah,
It's
fair
just an office.
Fair enough. That's fine. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, you're led in.
Wait.
Charles is in last. He's peeking around the door. Oh. It's a ritual I
He's
don't
almost
know.
disappointed.
I just grabbed Charles by the scruff and like pull him
I
back.
was just curious, Killian.
We haven't got
Okay,
time.
oh, you have such wonderful plants here. What variety is this one? And I just, yeah, I'm still in smooth mode, and I'm still.
Oh god, potted plant.
Don't touch it.
I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to go. One.
Like selling it on TV.
QVC.
Yeah.
They go, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Nice.
Your voice has changed.
"Are you fucking serious? What are you Muppets doing here?"
Julian.
There's a swipe like this, and they're not Julian anymore. They're not this elongated elf. They're a rather scruffy looking half. They're an elf or half elf, but there's stubble. There's a rather plain raiment, a leather jacket, like a leather jerkin type thing. Quite official looking.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
What
I take it
are you doing here?
we are trying to find Lord Leven.
You come
What are
here.
you doing
You
here?
come here dressed in things from the royal palace. Your dress, for example, Cyril, if that's your name. Asking questions about lords and ladies. Have you any idea how long I have been undercover here?
No. Do tell.
Have you any idea how hard it is to do that voice?
I can imagine.
This
No, you can't.
already, Killian's got one of his daggers out, and he's just like,
He
I
just
don't give
goes,
a shit who this guy is.
"You can put that away
No.
or not. If you
I
choose..."
can imagine what you're eating is like Julian dagger in one hand, croissant in another.
Nope.
He says, "All right. You've explained why you're here. Let me try and explain why I'm here.
Good idea.
That would be nice.
You may have or may have not noticed. There's something very wrong in Mordensal.
No shit.
So you have noticed. I didn't know if that would have got through here. I have been here for quite some time trying to get to the bottom of it, worming my way into the seediest underbelly of Mordensal, taking up this persona of Julian."
So you've opened a brothel?
It's a front.
So you're telling me, if it's a front,
Yes.
that you're interfering with our thing now because you're not giving us the information that we need?
I couldn't very well give away my personality outside. Of course Lord Leven ain't been here.
Bullshit.
Make an insight check.
I love the fact she's like getting quite aggressive.
Probably
with
got
the dagger.
More worried about you actually going to stick your boyfriend with the husband with the actual stick
No,
and
boyfriend.
Boyfriend, yeah.
We are not married.
No. What am I doing? Insight.
Yeah, insight this fucker.
Insight this fucker. Oh!
Oh.
20.
He's been
Woohoo.
truthful.
Oh, damn it.
Uh,
Alright, so if what you're saying is true and he hasn't been here,
Yes.
have any of the people been to him?
No.
Are you sure?
He's all trained actors,
Right,
bards and the like.
right.
Some
So-
of them might actually be have a kink or two, but most of them are just play acting.
Right, so the guy getting the wax poured over him in there.
Yeah, about that. Like I said, some of them have got a kink or two, alright?
Right, so are there any more where that aren't fronts where we could get some information from?
Well, there's two others.
Right.
There's the painted lady,
Yeah.
and I've completely forgotten the name of the other one.
All days.
Sorry?
The Robert is disturbing all days. with a Z.
All days, yes, spelled DAYZE, I think.
DAZE, yeah.
The one that's terrifying.
All days.
The concept of just being all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All days. Okay, so. Oh, you're still down in the basement with the dog, aren't you? Damn
Yeah,
it.
and I'm nowhere near you either. It's just you
Yeah.
two. Just two royals in a room with a snitch.
And Charlie.
And Charlie.
Oh, and Charlie. And Charlie.
He's like going like this.
Charlie's like,
I must say your disguise was quite fantastic. I was blown away, very convincing.
And I thought you were telling the truth. I thought you liked my words. Quite.
You must be very good at voices.
no, not really.
I'm hilarious. I'll open mic.
Go on, have a three-way conversation, please.
Can you do that voice again? Why, of course, I can do that voice again, but it really hurts the throat to do it.
But normally I just speak like this.
Well, that's quite amazing.
And then DM.
And me, as normal.
Sorry, I love it.
Guys. Ah, dear.
Sorry.
What would you do if one day you woke up and I just could not speak not like Charlie?
I was Charlie from now on.
Do you know, I'd be like, right.
Just try
Get
not
used
to.
to it. Be fine.
I'd be like, right, okay.
Just I forgot which voice I was, like normally. Like,
You wake up and you're staring in the mirror going,
Who the hell am I?
yeah, it's quite, you know, you get stuck with
Oh,
like one of my
oh.
altars. Careful, your paws hurting.
Careful. Pete, you're going to have to help him with that.
Come on, down you come. Is it hurting?
Come on. Oh, he's on the laptop bag. Come on.
Who's
Sorry.
going?
Popeye's
one
moved.
moment.
Come on.
Dog interlude. Do, biddy, biddy, do,
What you doing,
biddy,
baby?
biddy,
Go on your
biddy.
bed. Go on, off you go.
Why did you get off the sofa? It's your favourite place. What are you doing?
Go on, lay down.
Come on, Pops. Popeye. Come
Go
on.
on, hop along.
Good boy. I know it hurts, doesn't it? Go on.
Sorry, guys.
He's like 2 half steps and then stops. Come
You
on.
stand there and have a lean if you need.
Yeah. you just- Sorry.
Uh,
Injured dog.
Sorry, yeah, we're in the basement with Jax.
Yeah.
You're looking
Basement
round.
with Jack.
Basement Jax.
In the base-
Rendezvous.
in the-
Very good album.
In the basement of a brothel with Jax and a dog.
Where's your head at, Jax?
Where's your head at?
Yeah, I'm gonna head off down the basement. You said it was leading down. I'll follow it along.
Little
I think it's
rooms lead off. You think this might be where some of the more interesting.
It looks like a prison. There are chains on the walls with
Yeah.
manacles.
Yeah.
and-
The
It's like exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the one that's got Lord Leven chained up.
no Leven in this place.
Okay. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to go around. Well, this is me, so I'm probably going to pull out a hammer of some description and then like
dismantling the walls.
start plonking the walls to see if there's any hollow bits behind any of them.
Oh, a good old-fashioned investigation, please.
Do I get any sort of hammer-based bonus?
Proficiency? Are you proficient with that? You are, because you're a smith.
I'm actually proficient in both smith tools and drums.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
wow.
So that would that not counterbalance your negative thing? So you would go back to being
No, you get
like,
disadvantage, but you're going to get a plus on it. You get your proficiency bonus on it.
Oh,
Well, I rolled a 15 and a 19, and the proficiency bonus is a 3, so 18.
Right.
You tap. These walls seem...
It's not exactly tapping, it's more clong.
Can we hear it from upstairs?
Listening for the echo more than anything else.
Perception checks the rest of you, I guess.
I have got.
Is Julian
Popeye's
going to give a
full
protection as well?
body weight. No.
Oh, let's see if Charlie hears it. Cereal?
25, I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a, a stout banging. Erwin, you rolling for this?
I'm working my way round, bash the ball.
Dum, bang, 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 bang,
Good boy.
bang, 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 boom, boom.
17.
This is one of your more experimental pieces that you're playing with your hammer upon the walls.
Awful basement.
Yeah. There's this clonking,
New
and
instrument for the band.
Julian, the character who you previously was Julian, wipes back on the outfit and says, "What on earth is that?" and sweeps out of the room to the bar. And
What is that noise, Marjorie? Someone's having a bit of fun downstairs. Said he wanted to go with a dog. With a dog? We don't allow animals. I told him that.
I just poke my head out. I'm like, yeah, he's with us.
I don't care. Just work here.
Wow, some people pay more than others.
I'm just like,
Is Julian pissed off or is Julian just like, whatever?
What is your friend doing down in my basement?
trying to find someone?
I've told you. I've told you.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, we
doesn't
haven't
know.
told him yet though.
Can you go and get him out of the basement before he wrecks the bloody place?
Okay. Jax!
Did I find anything down
uh,
Walls. Stone. What's the stone?
That's another stone wall.
A really good acoustic?
there? You got an 18 on an investigation? That was pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. One brick comes away,
Uh-oh.
Oops.
and you have a brick.
Is there anything in the hole?
There is.
What's in the hole?
Small key.
Oh.
Cool, I'll take that.
That's random. I need to find the keyhole in this huge cavernous space with a hammer. Good luck.
Dog. Just back around with that. I'll find the keyhole.
To 1,000 pieces.
When you find the keyhole, it won't be attached to anything else, but you'll be able to unlock the lock. You'll just be like, because Jax goes, oh, that's satisfying. They done. Just like,
I want to hit back my mic, but I don't want anything.
It's like, I don't want to break my new mic, but
It was expensive.
Mike.
I wouldn't do that. This thing, hey, this will probably break somebody's toe. It's really heavy. Really expensive.
Jax, yeah, little key, little brick.
I'll add that
I
too.
thought you said something else then.
Brick.
That's why I laughed. Sorry.
Can't get the staff these
The
days,
other
can you?
day they thought I said this is your chance to poo yourself, but I didn't. I said this is the time to prove yourself. But poo yourself, yeah, poo yourself. Why not? That's what I said.
So yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
pee yourself.
Please make a Constitution check.
Is there any kind of markings on the key?
There is a small insignia engraved on it,
Mm-mm.
almost like a rune-ish type thing. You're quite
Rune?
familiar with runes.
I'm good with runes. I do giantish runes, primordial runes, and orcish runes.
None of those, sadly. But you make a guess that if it's not one of those, the other folk that you know make
Orcish uses the dwarven language.
So yeah, similar to
Dwarven-
the
the dwarven alphabet.
Dwarven alphabet, yeah, it's a dwarven-ish.
He's still bashing stuff. He's not bashing stuff.
I'm looking at the key at the moment.
Oh.
So what I'm actually going to do is I'm now going to carry on bashing stuff, but I'm now going to drop my bashing height by about 1.5
Okay.
You know,
Oh, dwarfs! Underarm swings this time.
basically, yeah. I'm going to basically follow around, bash around, but like sort of, about 1.5 foot lower than I was before.
Yeah,
Did
yeah, where the
he hear-
foundations are.
Did Jackson hear Killian go, Jack?
Perception
No,
check.
I
There's
was
a
bashing
lot
stuff
of banging
and
going on.
echoey.
Perception check at disadvantage. Because you're already at disadvantage, so it doesn't matter. So
Oh, no, that's performance.
it's quite a
one.
performance.
1.
No.
Oh, no, sorry, 3, because it's not performance, it's perception. I'm a +1 rather than -1. So 3.
No.
Stood still.
There's just banging and clashing going on. No one stopped Gillian. Jackson's not.
Okay.
Probably a dog
at which
barking as
point
well, because, you know.
I whistle and call Killer. Because I've already got little Killer with me, like tucked into my arms still. So I whistle and call Killer.
Carrying little fella.
Sorry,
No.
biscuit crumbs all over the table where I don't know.
No, that was an excited dice roll. No, Killer didn't hear you because they rolled an 8.
You are your dice rolls are shit tonight. You know that.
I actually lost a character in Blackstone Fortress due to terrible dice rolls the other day.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Actually dead. Proper dead.
like dead.
Dead, real dead.
Yeah, happens.
Yeah, so nothing kills. What's going on? Cereal.
I'd storm down to the basement then.
Just
Try and find
an
Jack.
angry
Killian, I think you might need to go and bring him back up.
I've got little Killer
What did
under
you
my
say to
arm,
me?
and I'm like, right.
Charles is there.
They're very good actors, you know.
I know. Professionals, aren't they? I mean, you really think that was going on, wouldn't you?
Well, yes, I would.
It's really good, isn't it?
I'm not sure good is the word, but it's certainly convincing.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, my fine guests, I think we've settled our business. Thank you for your time, and yes, do come again. If you should wish to frequent Julian's, you're most welcome at any time.
Eventually,
Am I
Always
like
welcome.
down my way to the basement?
at
Then,
Jack's, you see a mark on. As you come round, you're banging away at the wall. You see a similar mark attached to in the same mark that's on the key on a manacle on the bit that attaches a manacle to the wall. I don't know what that piece is called, but like the bracket.
Okay.
That's it. Bracket.
Try the manacle
Yeah, unlocks.
with the key.
Yeah.
Pull.
I'm gonna give it a tug just to sort of see how well I fixed it is to the wall, and that's not like the handle for a door.
Are you trying to pull it off, or are we talking just a chunk chunk?
I'm probably not going to try and pull it off. I'm probably going to give it a reasonable tug because I'm assuming that if it's a stone door, it's going to be reasonably heavy. So
It's a stone wall, yeah. It's on the
yeah,
wall.
but what my assumption is this is the handle for a stone door, and I'm going to try and pull it open.
Okay, give it strength then, I guess. Athletics, if you wish. Strength athletics check. That would be the way to test your strength.
15.
It does not move anything. There's no hidden door, or it would
Okay.
appear not so.
You just had a key on a thing that did nothing.
Unlock the manacle at the other end of the chain.
Toby, get out the kitchen.
I thought you were talking about the thing on the wall.
Yeah, I think it's a maker's mark. Really, is what I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, you've got a bracket on the wall, chain coming off with a manacle on the end of it.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
I'm guessing it's a maker's
that's not what I was
mark.
thinking. Okay.
But yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to keep the brick and the key, and then yeah, I'll.
I'm gonna keep the brick.
I've already put it in my inventory.
As you
I've got a brick and a brothel key.
I love it.
you turn round and nearly bump into Killian as Killian's storming down with a dog under his arm. As Jax turns around and nearly bumps into you, he's holding a brick and a key.
And I'm just like, having fun.
Well, I was looking for secret like passages and things? Because like if he's hidden down here, then like sort of he's not in this bit, so he like there might be passages off of it, but I can't find any.
Right.
I found a dwarven key, and it's hidden behind the brick.
Right. So you keep in the brick.
Yeah, when won't brick come in useful?
Fair enough. Right. We're done here. I'll explain on the way up.
Okay, so he's not here.
No.
All right. Come on, killer. And I'll try and like sort of. I'm guessing it's going to be a sort of pick him up and sort of waddle up the stairs sort of thing.
Yeah. There's this moment where it is quite like Killian's legs are sticking out of the trap, dragonborn tail, dragonborn legs reaching down to get the dog. Jackson reaching up, boosting dog up by the rump, like, and then you kind of get under the arms, and then and dog's on top of you, and they're both licking.
So I've got little killer.
Little killer is like round this way in the ear, and big killer's on the top, like full on face licking. Thank you for getting me out of the basement. Kind of didn't like it down there.
If you would care to go, we do have business to do.
There's a bell.
Thank you very much for your time, Julian, and you have a beautiful establishment.
There's a bellow from behind the curtain.
Julian, come on, mate. I got dice here to roll. Ah, one of our regulars. I must be going.
And then there's a kind of like grimace on the face. Like,
But as he goes past, I just stop him and I hand him the very shiny bit of gold that I tempted him with.
and he says,
Yes, I guess for continuity.
and takes the gold.
Because it was just like, yeah.
Continuity.
And then walks off into behind the curtains. Ah, there you are.
It's like as we're walking around, I'm like, upset. It's like,
So we're going to the next one then.
wait, do we see Daryl before we leave? Do we get to see Daryl again before we leave?
Do you get to see Daryl before you leave?
Yeah, is he anywhere to be seen?
As you get out onto the steps, from behind the building, walking out, is Daryl. He's got a clean suit on. Look.
And as we walk past, I'll snarl at him.
Sorry, kind of the kick first, questions later kind of guy.
And I just look at Jax like,
Sorry about your dog.
Oh,
Hey,
He pulls out some sausages.
do you like sausages? Do you like sausages?
Jax?
Yeah, I'll take the sausages for him.
These sausages are for the dog, not for you.
I'll give them to the dog.
Okay.
guessing you're probably not his favourite person at the moment.
No, but I'd like to make a friend with him.
I'll see if I can get Killer to come over and sit down.
The orc is like the ogre's very nervous. Someone just kill a Dean.
Goes for his throat.
Killer takes the sausages but bites too high up.
No! Oh, that dog don't like me. Oh, I'm sorry about the dog.
Sucking the finger, goes and takes his position back at the top of the stairs.
Stupid dog.
I get little killer, and I'm just like,
No more dogs, please, no. God.
and little killer's just like looking at his face like,
I imagine little killer lick him to death, not actually.
yeah, that's the thing. It's why Killian's got little killer, because little killer's like, I'm gonna lick you to death.
Like
Gonna drown you like a sea, drown you like an
just
ocean.
like-
Oh, oh, oh.
Dogs. Stupid.
like,
Stupid.
like, 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 like,
Yeah, but can you imagine like little Keller with Killian for any length of time? It's going to be like one of those handbag dogs that weigh like 5 times more than it should.
Yeah.
Because Killian will just sit there and sort of, one for me, one for you, one for me, one for you.
No, one for
And
Killian,
only
4
thing
for the
that-
dog. One for
the
Killian.
only thing ever that Killian shares.
So
with-
Killian basically starved to death. This dog is like 10,000 pounds of pure blubber.
Back into the area known as Lower Cross. Cressways.
Did we find an Irwin?
Owen, where are you?
Exactly where you left me. So I can observe and listen.
Yeah. You watch this.
After the chaos that just happened,
Yeah.
I'm observing anyone who left, anyone who's taking notes. They're not all actors in here, I assume.
No.
I'll be honest, I don't even know they're actors. I'm just assuming someone here may actually be taking notice or maybe taking notes. My friends aren't the most subtle of people. So, they get stuff done. It's amazing they get anything done at all. But no, they're not subtle. But I will be paying attention to actually the guy who's getting his with dice and the coins and the things that are happening to him with the dwarf and the tiefling, and I don't want to know. Oh my god. He seems interesting, especially after the get in here dice rolling, I'm coming darling conversation just happened.
Yeah.
I'm nearby, I'm still hidden, so I'm gonna pay attention.
You hold on, I've got to get his name.
Got a name, oh my god. Got a named NPC, guys.
Of course he has. Oh, what is his bloody name?
Ah, Master Dirk. How are the girls treating you?
You are Master Dirk. So why are you looking at me? I'm Killian.
No, I know. That's what I was just waiting. They were writing notes. You see, this is what D&D professional players do. Not like this, blank piece of paper.
Hey, I've drawn a smiley face in the corner, okay?
It has got its tongue out. I agree. That is
I've
very.
already written notes. I'm good. I'm actually a fast writer,
The
so
notebook down. That's how much notes I'm taking.
He says, "Well, they're treating me all right, I suppose, but you've left my company for some time."
Yes, there was other matters to attend to, more important than me. Come on. I'm your best customer. Well, you've only just recently returned here. You haven't been here for many months.
Oh yeah, but when I return, and he slides the gold. He's like, it's always up. You hear the sound of coin on the desk. He's like, it's always worth it, innit, Julian?
I suppose so. You do have a certain charm about you.
I'm sure it's not my teeth or my breath.
No, it's the stacks of gold you seem to carry about your person.
You person.
I was going to say people and person, and it came out as person.
Sounds like you
know why.
person.
Oh, well, I was
like
going
it.
to did you say person when it's an orc? Yeah, I guess you do. So like, I got a bit confused in the old vocab box.
Especially in that voice.
In that voice, yeah, person.
Sounds
Person.
maybe that's actually
people out
now.
here. Oh, so many people.
Yeah, that's now how he says person. It's going to be like anytime you speak to Julian, person is person.
Person.
So come on then, sit down, grab a drink, and we'll roll again, shall we? I need to do this blind. Can you mix them up? Like in the groups, but mix them up.
Go.
Well, house wins this time.
He says, we've got plenty more games to play, Julian. The day's young. And they kind of carry on gambling. And
Well, as long as it's not strip poker or strip dice.
Trading
I lost.
witticisms.
It's a brute.
Yeah.
So I can take it from the period of time I watched that they're basically gambling and getting very, very sexy massages on the back. Okay. Okay.
This seems like
Well, I don't think
typical
brothel.
brothel that you have heard stories of, because I don't think Erwin's a brothel frequenter.
Do you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Owen wouldn't go near these places. As last game session, it's like, we're going to a brothel. No.
Yeah.
Not.
Love it, really.
Yeah, you rejoin your fellows on the steps outside.
Yeah, I do.
I think we should move on to the painted lady, don't you? I think we hang around here not much longer. There's nothing else to find. We've wasted enough time here.
Killer actually, Jax, did Killer actually find the scent to this door?
No,
I'm no good with dogs.
we got to the square, and then we were trying to work out which one. And you said there's only 3 brothels, so you were going to just take the closest one, and we're going to go to the others.
Yes. We got down the street to this one. Did Killer find the scent to this place? I didn't ask to go in.
I think he was heading towards this place, and then he got kicked by the ogre, and then we went in, and then it was too smelly, and he couldn't tell.
Did Killer get kicked when he was inside the door?
Yeah.
Ah. Right. I'm going round the back. I'll be a few seconds. Or more than 5 minutes. Come and get me. Ugh.
I look
Oh.
at my watch.
And if an orc called Dirge comes out, follow him. But carefully. Dirge. Hello.
Dirg, D-U-R-G, Dirg. Sorry.
Dirge. Oh, I didn't eat the end. Dirge. If an orc named Dirge comes out, follow him at a distance discreetly. He's one of the underworld and very rich.
He's supposed to be in Kansas.
What?
What?
He's like the master smith out there.
Is
We
he?
were told to go and see him, and like sort of he was the one that did all the nice weapons and stuff.
Oh. Well, he's in there playing gambling with lots and lots of money. He's only just come back. Been missing for months. Assume he's the same person, and they're not more than one Dirk. It's 4 characters. Not a very long game. Quite a few of them, I imagine.
How common is the name Dirk for orcs?
It's a common enough name, but yeah.
He's in there. Where is he? I'm gonna go back.
He's in the far left corner in the heavy damask curtain. The lady of the house is with him, so maybe not. Maybe catch him on the way out.
But we're going somewhere else. So if you're going to spend 5 minutes going around the back, I'm going to go and have a chat with him.
Why don't you wait? Why don't we split up?
Okay.
Maybe me and Charles and Julian can go to the painted lady, and you and Owen, once Owen's done whatever Owen's going to do, can follow the.
Well, I like how you say that like I'm doing weird things. How are we going to do what I was going to do?
Well, you're being very mysterious about it. You've not told us what you're going to about.
Probably going to take a
I'm
shit.
going to try and find traces of either a trapdoor into a basement or sewer entrances. I'm literally going to try and find the Lord.
Well, I'm curious to go and
yeah,
see
yeah.
all of these brothels. They're most fascinating.
Jackson's already been in the basement. He didn't find anything.
I did.
Or a key and a brick. That doesn't really
You
count.
didn't know. You haven't seen the key in the brick cereal. He has to reveal to you what Jax has found.
I found a hidden key and behind a brick. And I pull out my key and my brick. I'm pretty sure this is Dwarvish.
A dwarvish brick?
No, a Dwarvish key.
Maybe we're breaking it. My God,
Anyone?
a dwarvish patch of earth. A dwarvish stone.
Any of you speak Dwarvish? You'll be able to read the room.
I don't know if anyone speaks to
We've lost the GM.
You'll have to give me
with my own stupid joke. Shut up. A dwarvish.
No, I don't.
I don't know.
I don't.
I can't remember what Charlie speaks.
Half the time,
Nonsense most of the
I was going to
time.
say absolute shit.
I've got a feeling I speak Dwarvish. Hang on.
You were literally the jack of all trades there, Ariel. You seem to do everything. Cool.
No.
No.
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Sylvian, Druidic. No, I don't.
Oh, that was just stupid.
I'm just going to look around and see if I can see a dwarf.
You're looking for it.
Yeah.
Jack, be careful where you are. This place is not known for being friendly or hospitable. This is the lower quarters. People like you aren't asking nice questions. You're normally beating people up for money or beating them on behalf of other people who want money. You're not going to get a good reception just because of how you look.
So
Like everyone thinks I'm a thief.
let me know what is people doing. Owen, you're going around the back.
I'm going around about trying to do some investigation.
Jax, you're looking for an orc. A dwarf. No, you are an orc. And you guys
I'm only
are...
half an orc.
Yeah. You guys
I've
are...
made suggestions to Killian and Charles. They follow me to the painted lady.
I've just gone round the back to the back of the brothel, so yeah.
Okay, so we'll go on. Sorry.
I was going to say, I'm going to wait around just in case either Owen doesn't come back or shit hits the fan with Jax because of where we are and what he's doing. And it is fucking likely. Yeah, so I'm going to wait around.
Nobody's ever bothered about how a Serial's going to do.
No,
It's like zero from the bug for a
Charlie's coming with
This
you.
is the thing. You've got Charlie, right? So it's going to
Oh,
be
good.
it's going to be
Yay.
you babysitting. So Kills is like, right, I've got 10 minutes free of babysitting Charles.
Got the night off.
Yeah.
Got the night off. Sarah's Charlie.
Last time when Sarah was on her own, thank God she's got Charlie. She basically got nearly mothered by cats. So this is going to be so much fun.
It was rats the last time.
Rats.
Rats.
And also Charlie and Serial have been attacked by books.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
I'm just curious how they're going to find this brothel.
So
Without
that's probably
going
not going to be
to find this one.
in the lower quarters. Probably not a massive book reading world. You know?
Okay, so we'll go with Erwin first. Let's go. So Erwin, tell me, what are you up to? What are you specifically looking for? And I shall tell you how you will go about
Oh
this.
God, specifically, that's a bloody good question. A clue.
What is the method in your madness?
Hmm?
What is the method in your madness?
Observation. I don't have much to go on, unfortunately. But I don't think I've got much to go on. So, still looking underground. Go around the back. Look by the obvious footfall signs, scraping. Everything's being dragged into basements. Obviously, bit too obvious, but well, why not? Places where it would be easy to get from the roof to the ground level. Most often the path of least resistance is one that's often taken.
You see the
and then obviously then sewer entrances and portholes and potholes and other such holes in the ground that could be used to get into or out of.
I'm so glad you added in the ground onto other such holes. And I was
other
like,
such holes.
after just being in a brothel and then you saying other such holes.
There are plenty of
Mouse holes.
footfalls. They're the heavy ogre footfalls of a sad Daryl.
But they don't match the person on the roof or the heavyset man on the roof, so
No,
I don't think.
no, these are much bigger footfalls, and
I shall eliminate him from my investigation. Although I will take pains to see if his footfalls have masked anybody else's footfalls.
yeah,
You know, there's overlap.
not particularly. There are various boot prints, but not the ones you've seen. Inside the feet were mostly bare that you saw. Obviously, they might have worn some sort of footwear when they were leaving the place, but maybe there's a cloakroom or some sort for storage of this thing. There was mostly a state of undress within or redress,
High heel.
maybe.
It's high heels for the woman, anyway.
Yeah, no. I'm talking inside of the
Brothel.
brothel.
No, oh yeah, no, I'm not saying anything about that. I'm literally full of people from the outside coming in, not the other way around.
From outside coming into space. No, nothing.
Again, I'm looking for whoever carried off Lord Leven. So
yeah.
So either
The heavy boot or the high heel.
heavy boots or high heels, especially with or drag marks from corpse on ground, body on ground.
No, not at this place.
Well, poo. Also portholes and things to see if there's any passageways underground from cellar entrances onwards. Certainly.
Yeah, various buildings have underground access. You think functional for getting into the basements, maybe for loading and unloading, but no specific signs of untoward movement or
Unusual activity.
Yeah, unusual activity that you see in this space.
Toby, no, you're gonna hurt him.
Careful, get down. Get
Get
down,
down.
you're going to sit on this bad ball. Get
I
down.
turn to Jax and simply say, "Sir, I am used to more mundane crime. Thugs coming up and threatening people for protection money. I deal with this all the time. They're normally quite simple, they're normally quite stupid. Most criminals are pathetic, in the proper use of the word. This is beyond me. And I do not know how this lady fits into all this. I do not know how this lady fits in with the markings on the rooftop, or why there was an assassin waiting for the butler. All this makes no sense to me. Does it to you? Could you help me out?
I'm just following where the things we find lead.
But do they?
Well,
We seem to be chasing a tail without no idea of the animal.
If the woman we're finding is like just Lord Levin's like missus, then she might be able to tell us what happened and who kidnapped him.
I get that. I understand that. But why are we going to
she's
battle?
actually someone that actually did the magic and tore a hole in the boards and the wall and the stuff, and is the one that helped kidnap it.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That barrier was immense, powerful, continuous, and the magic that defeated it was exceptional, impressive, high level, high end. And we're looking for the mistress. Someone like that let a mistress escape? Why? How? They had an assassin upon the roof waiting for butlers and other people to come out. I mean, high-end assassins aren't cheap to hire, and yet, show him the vial with the dart in it. Ding-ding-ding. This says money. This says expense. Careful planning.
It could have
He's
been
a
her.
lord.
These people don't let witnesses escape.
Could have been her.
Well, I'm not allowed to do it the way I want to do it, because I just go and knock on all the guild bastards' doors and like bash them a couple of times until I work out who did it. 'Cause it's probably one of them.
Possibly.
Like that gets frowned on. They are definitely a pain in his butt, and he's the one who's stopping them, and now he's not even in charge because the king's woken up again and stuff's gonna change, and they don't like that because they're the ones that have been hoarding all the money and making this place fall to shit.
Yes, desperate people will hoard, and that's the way they can. The guilds see the whole city falling apart, and they are hoarding.
Why?
That's the way of things.
Nothing.
What people do.
Good
Like,
appeal.
we're not gonna like just go and kick in their doors. Well, that's a fact. That's like a second plan if we don't find Lord Leven or the
Kicking in the right door may be effective.
Yes.
Really. It might actually smoke a few people out.
well, you know theirs. I'm happy to go kick in the door.
That's a scab.
Actually, I'm quite tired. Maybe Serial should like do another like sort of magic orby thing and see if it's like anything's changed.
Yeah, possible. Anyway, there's nothing to see here. I guess we'll be chasing our tail for a little longer, and we better catch up with the other two before some rat, cat, dogs, small animals, or pigeons attack them.
Charles is a pigeon.
Okay. Do you know
Oh my God.
the next brothel then?
I guess so.
Well, you are the guide and all.
You
I'm
make your
cobbler.
way into the square, and Charlie has listened slightly to Jax, but has got the wrong end of a stick. And he's
Uh-oh.
found himself a dwarf, and he's like,
Excuse me. Could you point me in the direction of a brothel? Yes, I'd like to attend a brothel, please.
to this small, well-dressed dwarf, and the dwarf is kind of like looking a little bit overwhelmed by this.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hello, dwarf.
Hello.
Do you know what this says? And I'm going to hold a key in front of his face.
It says Icte.
Does that mean anything?
Icte.
Icte. There is a manufacture.
Is it like a name?
Yes.
Is it like a master Icte, the key maker?
No.
Blacksmith.
A smith of sorts. Yes.
Have any of us heard that name before?
I was going to ask that. Is it
Oh,
a
have you?
Mordensal
Let's have
local?
some history rolls. Killian, Norn,
Ooh.
and Erwin.
I know nothing.
Can I have a smithing?
Am I even in Mordensal? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, you
Who knows?
Let's have a roll your smithing. See if you've heard of Icte.
I'm assuming it's going to be intelligence with smithing, so just an intelligence.
Yeah.
This is history, yeah?
History. Go.
Am I not finished? Am I not doing a roll then? Am I not there?
You
Yeah.
are there. You can have a history roll if you think you might know. Would Serial know much of smithing? She's a druid. She
Sorry.
probably would not like to much about
Popeye
smithing.
wants a drink. So.
16 for me.
Okay.
baby. You're trying to ask nicely.
Yeah, I don't know anything anyway. I only got an 8.
Killian got a
I got
4.
less than everybody else.
Killian got a 4.
I got a set. I got 16.
16.
Double digit.
Somewhere in the back of your head, you have a slight recognition of this. Something to do with Drosk, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dwarf. And I'll pat him on the head.
My pleasure.
I'd prefer if you didn't do that.
Very polite round here, even in the poor sector. Who knew?
What is a character like that doing in this end of town?
Out of the brothel.
There's a blush. There's a blush, and it shuffles off.
In here in a minute.
Before we go to the painted lady, shall we have a quick break, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mind bleach just to clean out the senses from. Oh my god!
I
Need see
tried
a
to be
dungeon.
as
Oh my
least
God.
graphic as possible by describing a brothel.
No.
And all I said was wax and bare feet. Are we ready?
Yeah, sorry, I needed a wee.
You okay? Welcome back, Fragments! It's through the
Brothel
middle of...
number 2.
Woo! Let's go!
to the painted
Everyone,
lady.
Crawl.
else, a pub crawl. We're doing a brothel crawl.
It's
Yeah, I was just
very.
thinking, is it a brothel crawl? I think we're definitely going to. We're aiming to go to 3. So.
Well, if we get to the third one, I think we can officially.
Well, if
call it.
Erwin sneaks into this one, you know what it'll be?
Uh-oh.
Brothel creeper.
God.
That's what you need to have in your tagline.
Look into
we're
my
brothel
eyes.
Owen the confused.
That was a shoe joke.
I know. It's the fact that you only know what they are.
No, I know it from being in a shoe town. I lived in a shoe town.
I was going to say, you only know what brothel creepers are. One from living in Northampton and two...
Lived in the shoe town. At the back of my house with a shoe factory.
Old school goth.
Yeah, it's a brothel creeper. Ladies and gentlemen, you are entering the place that is...
The Twilight Zone, we like to
the
call it.
Twilight Zone and my terrible shoe-related history. It's all coming out. It's
gotta be a
confession.
cobbler.
Hello, my name's Pete and I'm a DM.
Are you?
Apparently, like it's very hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes it just feels like I'm just chatting to idiots.
It's fair. It's a fair cop.
It's you smell the place before
encouraging.
you see it.
What does it smell like?
Oh, well, let me describe it for you.
Oh God! Smoke before you see it. Oh fun!
It is fragrant. It is musk and heavy incense and perfume laden. That smell of crushed flowers, cloying quite thick around the nostrils and in the airways. There is a nondescript looking low squat stone building, lower than most of the others. In fact, there is a set of steps that goes down to the actual door. It's slightly sunken into the ground and the roof is only very slightly pitched on the top of it. It's very flat, very low.
Can I, as we're coming up towards it, have a look at tracks and see if we've got any of those stiletto tracks?
Yes, you can. Let's have a survival roll, please.
He's the tracking man.
10.
He can't track, but
No.
Like Jax actually just needs a night's rest.
You're like this. Oh no, another brothel. Like, really?
I don't want to go to any more brothels.
at this point, Jackson's just going to hire a room and go, "You out? I'm sleeping."
Yeah.
Go up with the dog.
Yeah.
There is a small wooden door set down in this
Is it open?
down a set of steps, like a little set of steps you go down to.
Is the door open?
It's not open. It's shut. It's shut too.
Okay, can I try and open it?
You can. It does open.
Okay, cool. I just walk in like I fucking own the place.
You
I would
walk
say
into
nope.
a corridor that is beautifully decorated in tribal imagery. All along the walls are there's gilt frames and paintings of like of strange amorphous.
What is he doing?
Like what you would think of as like half zebra, half humans, like galloping in plains through deserts and lush underbrush and greenery, like rainforest type stuff, and all of the floor is decorated in like almost like it's wooden. But the wood is carved with like the patterns of animal skins, like it's like wooden stripes.
What way
along
you are
the
putting
ground.
that elbow?
Quick question.
Yes, you may ask questions.
The smell that was on the garter, who actually smelt the garter? Was it just Erwin, or was it Erwin and Jack?
I smelt it from a distance, but the dog knows it.
We found it on the garter, but Erwin then found a bit of cloth that had caught on a peg, and we've got a bigger bit of it, and it melts.
So, could anybody, any of our little clan, be able to connect the smell of the garter to the smell of this brothel?
Probably
Good
not.
question, Jim.
Way too loud.
Sorry, Matt, I missed your bit. Sorry.
I'm guessing it's going to be way too pongy. If you can smell it from down the street, then there's going to be way loads of other scents over the top of it. But,
To be honest, if I can smell it at all from further away, there might be a hint of familiarity to it.
As you were walking, this is not the smell of the smell that you smelt.
This is
Not
more
the smell
masculine.
it's more the smell of the spell you dealt.
You had to go there, did you?
Yeah.
So ignoring that.
What you're trying to find,
Not the smell you
what
get,
this
you
whole
get. It's not
game
the
is
smell you
about
smell.
is who dealt it, basically.
No, he's
Yes.
on dice. Not cards.
Oh,
Into the little hallway. Beautiful things. Someone make a perception roll. Who's first in? Killian, Norn, come on, you.
Sorry, I'm taking notes. I'm actually taking notes,
Oh,
guys. A miracle has
crikey.
happened.
But they won't make any sense. And quite frankly, you guys are better note takers than me. So what's the point?
I don't know.
Because I take notes in character.
17.
so it makes no sense to anybody else or him.
One of the paintings shifts. Something changes about one of the paintings.
Is it the eyes?
Oh,
It is the eyes.
Ah. Do I notice that?
magic painting.
The one on the left shifts.
Can I turn around and with my claw poke the eye of the painting?
It goes straight through the painting.
Can I take the painting off the wall?
If you wish to, yeah.
Yeah, I want to take the painting off
You
the
take it
wall.
off. There's two little holes in the wall.
I just put my eye through up against one of the little holes. Like this big dragon's eye. Just like,
That's someone post it.
Yeah.
You see someone inside a room, again similarly decorated to this hallway, but with a leather couch and a desk inside it. They have a long tail. They are covered in fur. They have small ears that are laid back against their head. They are jet black.
ooh. I just put my mouth to one of the eyes and I'm like, oi! Want a word?
See you, Dragonborn.
Want a word?
It's not the
No.
way to get into this place by tearing my paintings from the walls.
You was watching us.
I like
I
to
don't know why Killian's got all like you was watching us.
Yeah, still a bit cockney.
I like to keep an eye on the clientele as they come in. Please, come speak to me after the show.
Show. Show. At which
There's
point
a small and you can no longer see into the room.
I grab Charlie. I'm like, come on, there's a show.
There is a pair of jet like bright green eyes come up to the window and say after the show, and then and the eyes are shut out. Big whiskers, you see.
Big whiskers.
Big whiskers, bright green eyes through this little hole.
Yeah, I grab Charlie.
Charlie
I'm
off
like, come on.
Fluffy again. I
there's
think
a
Charlie's gone off Fluffy again.
Charlie says,
You talking to the wall, Killian? You're normally licking them.
Well, it's not a good idea for her to lick anything in a brothel, Charles. Yeah, I think she's better off just talking rather than licking. Yeah.
You know, probably get paid for it.
you
A
proceed.
bit more gold.
Don't know if people are into Dragonborn licking things, but we'll find out.
Oh,
Male Dragonborn's licking things, you know, maybe, you know. Hey, it takes all talk.
Think about what a Dragonborn tongue can do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next bit of the game. Walking down the corridor, there is a small metal grate to the left-hand side. There is a person behind there.
Don't look at me like that. 'Cause it's
I only mentioned Dragonborn trousers earlier, and that got some.
I know. It's funny.
Killian's tongue.
It's funny.
There's a basement in here.
There,
I was happy to find out.
there is a yeah, like a metal barred window to the left-hand side, and there is a character behind who says, "Weapons."
Could take a week.
I just look round at everybody else and I'm just like, seriously? What size is your box?
Yeah, you haven't got enough room.
That's not a question to ask here.
Well,
We're on business of the king. We're trying to find the way into your basement.
Don't you have a way with words? Persuasion?
You've got to be kidding. Love it though.
That's crazy.
Oh, crap.
So, he was 20 and finds out this person really likes it rough. I don't know. That's a commanding voice. Oh.
10.
You beat my 8.
yeah.
They're convinced. I suppose if it's royal business, go on in.
Alright. Where's the basement?
I think you get to it from backstage.
Okay.
Door
I
opens.
don't know about you, Charles, but I'd like to see the show. Gillian, are you coming to watch the show?
I love a good sing song.
I don't think it's that kind of show.
Magic?
Probably, I say.
Contortion, maybe.
I'm heading on through with
Yeah, I'm following Jax on this one.
The thing is, I kind of just, I want to sit and watch the show with Charlie, but I'm not watching the show. I'm just watching Charlie
Yeah, you're watching
the whole
Charlie.
time.
You got it, yeah. You turn your chair around just to watch Charlie. So
I'm
it's
going
gonna be hilarious.
backstage, so the easiest way to do that is to get on the stage and carry on through.
You walk through to the next section, and in front of you is a block of stone.
Oh,
Carved intricately with tribal symbols and patterns.
may I have a history on what tribe, what symbols?
Yeah, you could have a history. Let's have a history.
Oh.
So see how well Erwin
Oh
is
wow,
trying.
that's terrible. Not going to be high 8.
No, you don't recognise them. But as you step in, the stone shifts and moves and stands and has 2 legs and 2 arms and a rough head shape, and it
I'm going to say hello in like whatever the Earth version of Primordial is.
yeah. So it bows.
Do you work here?
Yeah.
Can you show me where the basement is?
Its voice is like gravel being like
Dragged.
poured out of a sack to onto stone, and it rumbles out in this this stone form, and it says, "I just do the door."
Okay, well, can you do the door?
Of course. It stands aside. We're not going to have any trouble, are we? It says, looking at your weapons.
Shouldn't
I
do.
think he's trying to say something.
Do you reply in the similar gravelly tone?
Yeah, I'm talking.
Yeah.
He's chatting away in
Primordial.
Gremlin.
I'm chatting
Yeah.
to him in whatever the Earth. Primordial covers all 4 of the elements.
Yeah.
So,
I love this.
I
that
think-
like you like there's this kind of strange like tumbling sound of like pebbles sort of falling and being ground down, going on between these 2 forms.
Out of interest, can I have a look at his like engraving stuff
Yeah.
just to see if I can spot any of the runes that I'm familiar with?
Yes, you may.
Is he an elemental or is he a golem?
I don't know. What is it? Is it perception or?
A percep, I think.
5, no.
No.
5, no.
Well, there was a 13, and then the other dice was skittering around, so I had to wait for ages for it to stop. Like 13 would have been all right, but 5. Yeah.
a joy of 1 level of exhaustion. Yeah, go.
Hi, I'm Jackson. We should be cool unless bad stuff's happened here, and then we might have words. But anyway, yeah.
It kind of stands aside and bends down because it fills this space, and then opens the little door, which is comically small for it, into the next section of this space.
It, like using its like fingernails.
Yeah, it's like this. It like leans down, and this little door is opened.
He's a rock person.
Yeah.
We got that. Having a
Hello.
chat with him.
As the door opens, more of this cloying smell and incense comes up. Can everyone please make a Constitution?
Oh shit.
Oh, wasn't it? I've actually lost my
Constitution
phone.
saving throws, please.
16.
We
Con.
save throw. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
one.
Charlie boy, you got to do it too.
Oh, 18.
18. Okay.
18.
16.
16. These are some good rolls.
Thank God.
I'm in the wrong good. Come
What
on.
about Big and Little Killer?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let's roll for
Oh,
those.
yeah.
They just drop dead right here and now.
Kill the wrong guy for killing my dog.
Big was only a 10.
Big was only a 10.
Little killer, nat 20 though.
Yeah.
I only rolled a 10. but I
More
thought-
yappy dogs. The nature of them. Live forever, those buggers.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wow, and Charlie just drops dead.
No. You walk into this place and the floors continue to be of this exotic pattern, almost of like tiger stripes, like interlaced
Oh, great.
pieces of
Nausea-inducing patterns everywhere.
yeah, floor, and then that continues up the ceiling into sort of faux fur wallpaper, or maybe it is real fur. You do not know. There are a selection
This place
of
hurts my nose and my eye.
small tables, circular tables surrounded by circular stools, and around each place, a corner, there are these braziers that are burning, letting off this incense into the room. Gold
Pong.
on great, on like brass arms that hang out with these. This stuff that comes out. One corner there is a leathered booth, slightly more raised up slightly, so maybe like VIP area, but it gets a really good view of the stage. The far left hand corner as you walk in, there is a large stage that cuts across the corner of the room. It's circular coming out, but the back side of it probably contains what you would imagine would be the backstage area. There's like a triangle of this rectangular
I
space.
have night vision and I'm looking for the staff entrance to the back stage.
Yeah,
You
I'd
would see where
basically
the
lining the stage.
I was actually looking for a door, not just onto the stage, but yeah, you know.
I told you it was the back area, so I was going to go on the stage and
yeah, you start proceeding across this space, and the lights go down.
As we're
Hey, night
walking,
vision, yay!
as we're walking
Almost-
in, I get a croissant out my pocket and hold it to my nose, so I'm just like inhaling the smell of croissant.
Croissant nose plug! Gonk! Perfect shape as well!
Instead
They're wearing a
of,
croissant nose ring!
It is basically like a dragonborn. It is a patisserie gas
Dragonborn.
mask.
yeah,
Yeah.
Instead of having
more
to-
snake-like and taste with your tongue.
yeah.
It's right.
Instead of having to deal with this like horrible, incensey, nasty ass smell.
I think that's how you got your amazing role. I think that's how you did it. Like, oh, this stinks, croissant. Like, have a good quaff on a
And
croissant.
Well,
it's how
sugar
Little
and
Killer
powder
got the
mean.
nut trenny, because I've got one for him as
Yeah,
well.
that-
I'm like
Yeah.
walking around with a croissant to Little Killer's nose, but the whole time he's like trying to lick
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
As you proceed out into this space, there is a starting of a in the corner of the stage. You see that there is a drum kit set up,
Mm.
Mm.
No, Jackson.
and Then you see a pair of hands begin to play.
Oh, Mage Hand's playing the drums. Oh, cool.
No, because you wouldn't see a mage hand. These are very definitely real hands.
Oh, okay.
So
Phantasmal, almost.
it starts playing like a simple rhythm.
Jim,
Yes.
how busy is this place?
There are people quietly gathered, and as the lights drop, each table has 2 or 3 people sat at it, but there's room to join. And
Every table is full, just normally with only a couple of people on each.
yeah, it's well attended even for this time in the morning. This is not the evening show. You think
Yeah.
Is there a table for us to sit at?
you can join one of the tables?
No, I don't want to join a table. Is
There's-
there a table?
There-
for us?
No.
it's full enough to be that there isn't one without joining others.
I sit down one of the tables where I want to be able to have a good view of the stage, but sort of have a side view of what's going on to the side of the stage. So I'd like looking into the wings, as it were.
Yeah, you
Okay.
look for a side table, essentially. Off
Is-
centre.
Is there a table? So
Oh, we got Matt.
where's the stage? What one's the stage? So that's the
That'd be an
stage.
arch there.
Right. So
Wall that goes across here with a backstage area behind.
What's the stuff in the top right hand corner?
Yeah.
This is
what's
your
that?
VIP booth.
Yeah.
Right. What's that stuff below it?
Yeah, that's the kind of I was trying to draw the floor, like the crazy.
Oh, the swirly pattern floor
Yeah, yeah.
of what vomit's inducing the...
Yeah, and
I
then you've
want-
got tables around here.
Okay. I was
Okay.
about to point at where the map was. I want to see on the left of the stage,
Yeah,
as close to the stage as we can, but being able to see into the right wing and into the sort of half into the VIP area.
so that one.
No, other side.
Yeah.
That
That
one.
one. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
And me and Charlie are going to try and get on this table here. If there's 2 spare seats on this table here,
Okay.
we're going to try and get there.
And Jack's
'Cause
just
I'm like-
storming through.
I'm
That's-
dragging Charlie
that's
to like.
with killer, yeah.
I'm dragging Charlie to as close to the table
So,
as I can.
according to that map,
as close
there's
to the
no
stage as I can go.
backstage door entrance. It's literally a stage in a corner with a curtain covering half of it.
Yeah. Well, there is like there's curtain that goes. Sorry, like this is a curtain
Yeah, diagonal
here.
to diagonal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
across the
So
diagonal.
then there's literally no... You'd have to go onto the stage and through a curtain to get to backstage.
Indeed.
There's no
Yes.
actual backstage exit. Yeah,
Yes.
Problematic.
No,
Oh my gosh, is it a burlesque show?
Huh?
Is it a burlesque show?
Is it? No.
That's what I'm asking. Is
It's the
it?
Burley Hawk show.
Dwarf strip club. Very weird.
Then from behind the curtain, you start hearing the sound of a sort of sleazy sort of trumpet kind of sound, like.
Oh. Are we talking about actual...
And out from behind emerges a person with great big ears, quite stunted fingers and hands, a great big long trunk that comes out, and they have a trumpet that they play, but it's almost harmonised by a sound that they make through the trunk themselves.
They've got a trumpet and a trunk.
F is that?
Elephant person.
Yeah, an elephant. Oid.
That's what they're called.
Your face is brilliant.
D&D got weird, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, wait until you get to the bunny rabbit people.
Yeah, bunny rabbit people now. Yeah, they're a bit weird. These are called.
Wow.
What are they called?
When I started playing it, dwarves, dwarves and elves were classes, not races. They weren't races. You
Yeah.
had fighter, you had human, fighter, mage, thief, elf, dwarf.
Yeah.
These were the classes you could be.
Luxodon.
Luxodons, that's it.
Luxodon,
Luxodon.
that's the word.
You've met a Luxodon before, do you remember? He was a bit sad.
Yeah.
When? Oh, on the boat.
Yeah, runist
On
heap.
the boat. Bloody
Runist-
hell.
Back in the day.
Runist heap.
Bloody hell.
Little
How
Bruno.
long have we been playing this now? That's what I want to know. Feels
How long
like
a year,
ages.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're probably up to like 35, 40 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be nearly a year.
Yeah, so there's this kind of harmonised sound of this kind of trumpeting and a trumpet playing and the rhythm played by these phantasmal hands. Jax, as you're about to step up onto stage, someone grabs your the part of your coat and says, "Sit down, the show."
I'm going to the basement, and I'm gonna pull out of their hand and carry on.
As you start going to the stage, you hear they hear like a high pitched whistle, and there is a crunching sound, and the doorway behind you comes apart, and in steps a giant piece of stone.
Yeah.
It rumbles across the room to you.
Right, I'm gonna sit there and say, I told you I'm going in the basement for the king's business, but I'll do it in primordial.
He says, "Not till after the show."
Like, this is important.
The show is important.
No, it's not.
You haven't seen it. Have you ever seen it?
No.
You don't know. And then you start hearing this voice, the singing that begins. It says, "Get a little closer in the cold, cold snow. Get a little closer, baby. I wanna feel you so. Let's melt the ice. Let's start a fire. Let's burn, baby, burn. Flames grow higher and higher." Can you all please make a wisdom save, please?
Shitting hell.
Okay.
And Charlie gets to do it at disadvantage
Why?
Why?
because he does. He failed on his
Because
first
he's a
roll.
bright person and really loves tunes and songs. It's kind of like, oh, I'm hypnotized.
15.
What was that?
I need to check.
15.
16.
Oh no.
So anyone with a 16, what have you got, Serial? 16.
16, yeah.
Owen?
Give me a second.
Got a 10.
10.
Oh, it's stuck.
No, I'm just thinking.
I want to hear the rest.
Yep, okay, fair enough. Cool, fantastic. Alright.
You're right.
Yeah, I was looking at a rule.
Ah, okay.
Tits! No, I'm not so happy. Yeah, well, I do just... Yeah, well, 6
Okay.
in total.
The music...
Same as me!
The music enthralls everybody apart from Serial and Little Killer. For
Yay.
some reason. So you are all wrapped and are considered charmed.
Ah, shit. What does that mean?
So at the moment you're charmed. You have to do stuff what the thing that's charming you does.
Ah, shit, man.
Cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or bad effects. Charmer has advantage on any ability checks to interact socially with the creature.
Indeed.
I thought you were going to do a counter spell then. Oh, that's a good point. I'm charmed.
And out onto stage, walk. Yeah.
Hello. I need to get to the backstage.
You feel in your mind. You don't.
Why don't I?
This kind of charm, as the rules read, where is it?
Is a charm
The
a
charm
magic?
target obeys the fiend's verbal or telepathic commands.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit.
There's no, why don't I? You don't. You don't anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't anymore, as it convinces you otherwise.
Ian, can I have a quick question?
You can.
Is a charming a magic? Can I dispel it like I would do a magic?
It is not a magic. It is an
It's
action.
an innate magic. Innate ability, essentially, I think.
Yeah. It's an innate It's not a spell they have cast. If
Not a
that's what you're
spell.
asking.
Although they are spellbound, they are charmed rather than spellbound.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, I guess it is a magical effect, the natural ability that happens at the end. But onto stage walks
cat.
6 forms, and they're all singing in this harmony, repeating this song about higher and higher. Serial, you look at the others, they are all drawn to the stage, their eyes following every movement as these lithe humans
And I go, uh-oh.
and dance. The only thing that isn't apparently looking transfixed to the stage is Little Killer, who's trying desperately to get in Killian's pocket now it's not guarded to the croissant stash. Let's see if Little Killer gets in there. Come on. Nat 20. Little Killer.
Come on, little girl.
Oh,
Yes!
no. Rolls a 4.
Got 4.
Killian's pockets are sealed shut.
Fails. Chewing your bag to death, though. Your bag's got to have holes in it for days.
Just gnawing away at the bag furiously.
Signing his name on your bag.
It's like got hold of.
Yeah, but you're going to go in there for a croissant and it's just going to be this crushed mass of slobber.
Yeah, condensed croissant. There's one point where he slips off your lap and he's just got the leather bit of the satchel in its mouth, like the strap, like that.
That's what I was thinking. You know where it's like on a rucksack and
Yeah.
stuff like that, where it's like the
Legs doing it.
the 2 strings and the like loop that you pull to tighten it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got like one of the strings and he's like.
Desperate for a croissant, but to no
He's
avail.
not the smartest dog.
To no
A
avail.
bit like somebody else we know.
Wasp foot McGee over there.
No, not that idiot. That idiot. The other one.
What would you like to do, Serial?
It's all on you, baby.
I am going to. I think I need to watch the show, but be aware that my friends are bewitched. And
Would you know it? You'd probably need to make an Arcana check to know this.
okay, I'm going to do an Arcana.
You
check.
see that they are watching the stage, like, yeah, these
Wait.
forms are
They
moving.
looked transfixed, so I made the assumption that I knew that they were
Are all the
spellbound.
Are all the
Galaxy
singers
Stage, just keep up
female?
with the stage.
Are all the singers female? They are a selection.
Oh,
of,
okay.
And pale into androgyny in a lot of cases.
Okay, because I was thinking like,
Not pale, like virgin to androgyny.
Like-
so.
no offence, but the rest of us are male.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was thinking Cyril may not.
You don't know what floats
Hey,
Charles Irwin's boat. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Sure, Charles.
You don't know what his orientation is.
What was her name?
Alexa.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing went on with him in Alexith. You know it.
Absolute bullshit.
Bullshit.
Absolute
It's
bullshit.
She respected him and his pious manner. I love that you think there's something that went on there. It's so funny. It's brilliant.
But we also know that Charles doesn't lay eggs.
Charles, well, he thinks he does.
Jack does, because we had a whole conversation about it.
23.
23. Yeah, you know these guys are fucked.
Yeah. You're like, oh shit.
Not bewitched because they're pretty ladies. They're bewitched. They're properly bewitched.
Bewitched by these lithe forms that twist and dance to the rhythm of this dual trumpeting and this phantasmal drummer.
I think something back in my mind goes, Owen, you idiot, you're being pickpocketed right now. And that's me going, what?
Yeah.
I am.
Cyril, I'm so glad you've taken me to the show. This is quite fantastic. Sorry,
I'm
Owen.
intrigued by the Phantom Hand drummer. Can I do a perception of each individual performer to see if I notice anything unusual?
About the two floating hands that are playing drums.
They're
Yeah,
too
the floating hand.
photographed.
For
It's
each
pretty weird.
individual performer on stage.
Yeah, go for
Pretty
it.
weird.
Yeah, make a perception, please.
I'm sorry, this is completely out of it. Matt, what is that bright green thing behind
This
your
is
head?
headrest.
Ah,
Yeah.
I just kept seeing it, and no offence, I thought he had like some weird collar thing on that was just coming out the back of his neck.
He's been playing too much Curse of Strahd and got himself a UV vampire collar.
That's the thing, that's what I thought, it's why I had to ask. Sorry, back to game.
21.
21.
Shit, man.
You peer onto the stage. You see that the hands definitely aren't a pair for a start.
Right.
Ooh.
And are they coming out of the curtain at the back?
No, they are floating in midair.
They are floating there, so they're not there.
How is she
Right.
doing our dice rolls?
As in, quick question, just for more for seriously. When you say not a pair, are they like two right-hand ones or just different
They
species?
are a left and a right, but they definitely weren't from the same body.
Or they might be from the same body, they just might be like Frankenstein's monster.
They could have been stitched on.
Then
yeah,
they
yeah.
wouldn't have been from the same body.
But they're not from the
Just-
same
No,
body.
but they're all attached to the same body.
The second time round, yes, they would.
Yeah, second time round. Yeah, flesh. Do we need reminding of the flesh
Second-hand
golem?
appropriation? No.
Do we need reminding of the thumbs of the flesh golem? No.
No.
No one needs reminding of those thumbs.
No. Oh, my poor piece.
What about the other performers?
Sorry, what about the other performer?
Yeah, I did ask
Performers.
about each performer.
What would you notice? The high perception.
Oh, poor.
No, you don't notice anything about them. Really, they look like the
Stand up.
average kind of
And-
city type dwellers, but like, there's nothing that stands out.
And they're all humanoid, yeah?
Yes, indeed, they are. Yes.
All humanoid apart from the floating hand. Do I recognise the music?
Do you recognise the music? You can make a history, I guess. See if you've heard this song before. It's a good question, do you? Let's find out. Let's do that roll.
Nine.
9.
Had to run out eventually, didn't it?
No, you don't recognise the music.
Okay. I'm aware that my companions are bewitched. I noticed the hands are different hands. But there's nothing unusual about the other performers. So I sort of sit back and watch what's going on, but be prepared to. I'm sort of got my hands on my weapons
Yeah.
just in case the shit hits the fan, and I need to protect my colleagues.
Oh, I appreciate that. I would do with I knew what was going on.
The song goes on for some time. The entire
Forever.
type for this music seems to go on for about half an hour. This show of dancing and music and different numbers of different people coming out onto the stage
I wish I was sat down. This is beginning to hurt a lot.
and different kind of dresses and outfits, and there's some outfit changes, and they come out, and it's a beautiful show, and it's a tale of a simple working girl who falls in love with a rich noble, and then finds out that the true love is no longer isn't this person, but is actually the sort of chap next door type character, and they live happily ever after. And at the end of the show, there is a raucous applause. There is a message in all of your heads that just says, "Clap, keep clapping," and all of you must applaud. And Charlie is standing ovation, standing, and big Killer's just trying to work out how to. Like, just pause like this.
In the end, Killer's just like this on the floor.
Yeah, Killer's like that, like padding, and then there is applause, and Charlie's like, "Wasn't it good? Wasn't it fantastic and amazing? Did you like that, Killian?" And then a message is in your head, you liked it.
Yes.
I'm glad you did. How can we go again? What would you like to do? The show seems to be finishing. People start filtering out.
As people are going in the opposite direction, I think we should try and maybe.
I have a question over the jump.
Yes.
How obvious was it that I was charmed?
This charming lasts one day.
Oh shit.
Oh crap. So wait, question. Then Jen.
Yes.
Did they ever tell me to stop clapping? Otherwise, I'm going to be there for some time.
There is a impulse to finish clapping and
oh, good. I'm glad.
Get up and begin to leave. It's the
I get up and go.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
I got 3. I get up and go. I'm so charmed. I'm so deep. There's nowhere out.
Yeah.
I turn around.
If we're getting up and going,
Yeah.
I
leave.
Roll a stealth and see if I can sneak backstage while everybody's going the opposite direction.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. So while everyone's going out in the confusion, let's have that stealth roll, Serio. You've got a giant.
You go, girl. We believe in you, man. We believe in you.
Come on! Woo!
You got to sneak. You got to get
goodbye,
out the vision of a giant rock man.
Oh dear. Yeah. Sorry.
You put
Welcome to my world of sneaking.
1 foot onto the stage. You were cursory lifted by the back of your outfit from the ground by a giant man made of stone. And it's just...
the next step up is really easy, very light. It's not like you're being picked up or something.
Yeah, there is a grumbling, rock tumbling sound. It sounds like cursing, even to your ears. You're not quite sure what name you are being called, but you think it's like some sort of thing. You summon of a boulder, and then your
your father was a pebble.
Yeah, and you are cursory carried out of the painted lady and placed uncomfortably on the ground outside.
When we get like.
Yeah, this is the next question, isn't it?
Like,
we're outside. Now what?
Is it just go outside or like? Because I'd quite like to have a chat with Rockman.
He comes out and you just see Serial being carried out.
I have a question. Sorry, I know it's picky, but that's what Charm is all about. What was the command apart from just leave? Was it like go home, go away, just go outside?
The impulse was to leave this venue and then with no other instruction to go anywhere else.
Shit. Okay, I'm loitering. I go outside the venue and I stop.
Yeah.
I go outside and I've got like my hands in my pockets and I'm like kicking the stones around like I'm waiting for something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know when you do that, you're just like scuffing your feet in the rocks and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'm doing that, waiting for something to happen.
That's the problem with Charm.
We're
It's like
not allowed to go through the front door.
Charles has one of his wings and he's kind of itching his ear with the end of the wing.
Well,
We're not allowed to go through the front door. I would
tick the box.
Sorry?
If it said leave the premises, we have done. So we can now not be.
No, it goes for a day. We charm for a day, and it's the you will do what you are told sort of charm, not a suggestion. It's a command.
But
We
it's,
can run to the
come
side.
here.
Yep.
You come here. Once you're there, you've done it. So
Yeah.
I've now done that command. So
Yeah.
I can now
And
do
then you're
other
waiting
stuff.
for the rest of the command because it's for a day. You are under charm for a day. So
But-
I've followed the command to its letter.
I think what John thinks is
Does it
that
release? That's the question.
You can only do what it commands.
Whereas I would be, I've completed the command. There hasn't been a follow up, so I'm now free to act as I would choose
Yeah,
to. until I get a new
I'm going to
one.
run it.
See, that's the question. It doesn't sound like that to me.
Okay.
It's not a suggestion. It's a command.
The charmed target obeys the verbal or telepathic commands.
Yes.
If the time. Okay, I'm just going to quick have a read of the RP notes.
So if it's like vampires, they literally just they subsume your will. They literally make you an automaton.
No, because
It's
it's
not-
like a command. It's like the spell command is literally you do that action and then you are free to act after that. So and if they give you another one, you have to follow that one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
Does it actually say that? Because that's weirdly. Okay.
It's weird because it's not the spell command.
But
It's
like
an
literally,
ability called charm, and it says what they have to obey the command, but otherwise it doesn't say anything about your restrictive action.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I guess
literally, if
yeah.
you look at charm, all it gives them is advantage on social checks.
Yeah, this
Now
is
that's got an extra bit that we have to follow their telepathic thing.
There's no there's no social. Like, it doesn't give you advantage. It's not like a suggestion. It's just,
yeah. It's
if I'm free to do otherwise, I'm going to turn the turn around. The point is, do you know when you are charmed? That's the point. You know, the joy about suggestion is like once you know, you say, "Hang on, why did they do that?" Or
Yeah.
command is like you break the command. And, oh my god, I've just been subsumed. But it's like I don't know how to react to it. It's like I left. It's like we didn't do what we wanted to do. Turn right back in, go straight back in again.
yeah.
At this point, I say to the group, guys, you've all been charmed. For some reason, me and Little Killer seem to be immune to it, but you've been charmed. I don't know what's going to happen if you go back in. I think the only way around this, if we want to have a look at the building, is for me and Little Killer to try and get in from the back. I did try and get in at the front, but the our big stony friend there said no, in the only way he knows how. So I think I'm going to try and get in around the back. But I think you're going to be safe if you stay here, but don't try and get in again. Otherwise, the same thing's going to happen. You're going to get charmed, and you're going to.
Are you
end
actually
up doing
genuinely
something you don't wanna
immune to? Are you genuinely immune to it? Because if you go in
I
alone,
think
we won't be able to save you.
now,
Sorry, say again.
Sorry?
Sarah. You spoke over. Go, Sarah. You say your bit first, and then we'll go, John.
Apologies. Yeah,
Okay.
Karen.
I said I don't know whether I'm immune all the time, but I seem to be immune for now. So let's make the most of me being able to go in. I would say rather than
If you're confident in your abilities, of course.
But the guy behind the painting said, come see me after the show.
yeah.
So,
Lou, you are an elf, so you actually have advantage on against being charmed.
Against
and
being
magic
charmed,
but
yeah. I was just thinking that your racial.
So you're actually resistant.
I'm resistant anyway.
You're less likely to get charmed than anyone.
Right.
Because
Especially
should have
so you
had
don't roll a
that
6.
advantage.
Or 3.
Killian, sorry.
sorry,
That's all right.
because of the conversation that I had with the guy behind the painting,
Indeed.
he said to come back and see him after the show.
Yeah.
So I just walked back in because he told me to come see him after the show.
We weren't charmed at the time, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I still remember before I was charmed,
you-
don't I?
You can't get in. The door is now, and it would appear that the rock thing is shut it, locked it, barred it, and possibly has positioned itself behind it.
Okay. I've got fists. I just start banging on the door.
You want to come round the back with me and try and find another way in?
Why
Who's that
don't
to?
you try like the other brothel first in case this one like does stuff, and then we can come back here if we can't find them there.
You said I was charmed, Sarah, and it certainly was a charming show, but I mean, do you mean there was some sort of magic in that?
There was magic involved.
I mean, other than the magic of performance and dance?
Other than the magic of performance and dance, you were definitely
And the story?
charmed.
Such a
And
beautiful
magic-
story.
I know it was. I was there. I was watching the show with you, but I wasn't captivated.
I didn't even notice you were there, Sarah. I'm sorry.
That's because you were charmed, Charles.
Oh. Well, I feel a fool.
Don't worry, it happened to everybody apart from me and Little Killer. Even the killer there was charmed.
There's a look between Big Killer and Charlie, and they're both a bit abashed.
Oh, shit. Even the little
I'm
dog.
not sure.
Sorry.
Even Killer Charm, it's a dog. You're comparing me to a dog.
Yeah, and then
How's it supposed to make me
he
feel
looks
better?
at Big Killer, and they're both abashed. He looks at Little Killer, and Little Killer's just still trying to hang off that strap. He's like,
This thing's less likely to be charmed
There's
than
a
me.
reason why Little Killer wasn't charmed. He's dumb.
Charmed by the pastries.
yeah.
Little
yeah.
Killer was the only one to get a natural 20.
Yeah, nat 20, Little
Oh
Killer.
my god, that's a thing?
Yeah.
So yeah, very low rolling game. This game wasn't it so well? Yes. So what would you like to do? And then I know where to take us for our next adventure because we're coming on to our 11 o'clock mark, folks.
Next brothel!
Why don't we go to all days and then we can come back here if we need to?
Well, I wanted to go around the back to see if I could get in the back of the building.
Okay, we can do a little bit of investigating around the back and then off to all days. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
How
Exactly.
do you stop being charmed?
Hmm?
I'm going to ask Sarah how you stop being charmed.
Sarah, with your Arcana roll being so high, if you suffer harm, you can reattempt the saving throw. So if
So I relay that to the others, do I?
yes,
So if you get hurt, basically you can attempt the saving throw.
Okay, at that point I turn around and go, sorry Jax, and punch him.
I was going to kick him in the shins.
okay. So Jack's double. Can you take 2 unarmed strike damages from kills and Erwin because it's right. You got to roll your attack rolls to see if you even get through Jax's armor class. So
Yeah, why not? It's going to be hilarious.
yeah.
I can just see though.
Just like you two synchronise. One at the top, one at the bottom.
Yeah, and
I got 20. I attacked 25.
Yes, you need 15.
the thing
Okay,
is,
fantastic. Yeah, you take literally no damage.
I think it's a minimum of 1.
Yeah,
I just turn around like, it's like I say sorry Jax before I go to hit him though.
Yeah.
My phone's decided to.
Well, you get to make one chance at the save, please.
okay, you take 1 bludgeoning from my foot to your chin.
Tiny goblin foot.
With wisdom, you say, yeah?
It's a wisdom saving throw. Yes.
Please don't hit me though. I literally have no hit points there. You
That-
guys will slap me into
yeah.
next week.
That one.
Yeah, unarmed strike. So against his AC of 16.
15.
15. You are uncharmed.
No, 15 is my armor class. I rolled
No.
9 on.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
AC
Yeah,
was
no,
good.
she didn't get your armor class.
No, I got a 9.
I got a 9. I got a. What did I get? I got a 9 on the wisdom save from Erwin punching me.
No,
Maybe.
we're not. And Killian missed you. Or Killian just went. "Ugh." Maybe your hands are so sore from pummeling the door. It's like.
It's like.
just like.
Well, he's not uncharmed, he's still
Oh.
charmed, yeah?
No, he's still charmed. Still charmed.
Well, when you said if I took damage, my thought was to headbutt the door, but someone.
Your
started hitting
friends
me,
just
so
punched and
I-
kicked you, so that's one way around it.
So now I'm not charmed anymore, right?
No, you still. What did you roll?
No, I'm talking to Serial.
Oh,
I think you're still charmed, Jackson. I think you might need to maybe hurt yourself. But Killian just can't throw a punch anymore, it would seem.
I turn around and I'm like,
Look at him and go.
Erwin just kicked me.
Yeah, Erwin got you, but I think you need a bit more than that.
and I'm just like, Erwin, stomp on my foot.
I leap into the air, stomp her 2 foot straight down. Then she jump up, land on her foot, his foot.
let's have a.
Go on then.
Is it just you guys punching each other like some Three Stooges episode? Right?
You know what I mean? It's getting there. 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hit you.
Right,
So
And hit really well.
1 damage. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want me to hit you.
Is it 1 damage? 5.
Well, officially it's strength -1, but I'm assuming you've got to do a minimum of 1.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what is it I have to reroll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Right, okay.
So yeah, I get 1 damage. You
Sorry,
get 1
when
damage. Yeah, it's 1 damage, not 5.
A 9.
Oh. I look at Killian, I roll my eyes, and then I punch Jackson in the stomach.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were going to hit Erwin.
Okay.
Can I just poke Erwin with my claw? Just like,
No, don't. He's nearly dead.
oh.
I punch Jackson in the stomach.
All right. Unarmed strike on Jax. Trying to uncharm him.
So this is cat person looking for a peephole in the window, going, "What the bloody hell is going on out there?" He's probably laughing his arse off. He's like, "I found the next act. It'll be a comedy, vaudeville comedy." Look at these guys on stage.
Then suddenly the door is
24, that got through, didn't it?
24. That did, yeah.
Yeah, that hit.
Yeah, hitting him has been fine. Hurting him has been okay. Breaking his concentration, that's hard.
2 bludgeoning.
And a wisdom save, please, Jack.
All this is working. We are gently breaking each other's very slowly, inch by inch. Hurting
This
each
is
other
the best job like I've done of DMing, where you just kill each other. Like I don't have to do anything. You just stand outside a brothel, punching each other to death.
20.
I rolled a 19 and I'm at +1.
Hey, you're out of it. And was that your disadvantage?
No, it's not. It's on skill checks. It's
Oh,
not
yes, on
on
skill checks. Yeah, not on saves.
I need another 2 or 3 points of
Exhaustion for that. Yeah, yeah. You're uncharmed.
That's
You
not a goal.
Feel.
Oh, thank God for that. At least I've got Jackson back on my side. Jackson, do you want to come and investigate the back of this brothel and see if we can find our way in? Do you others want to stay here, or do you want to move on to the next brothel?
Next brothel, I guess.
Yeah.
Do they have a show
again,
like
I
this
had
one? This show is fantastic.
Absolutely no idea what we're doing.
Can we wait till the next showing? I'd love to go back.
I tell you what, we'll go to the next brothel, and then we'll come back for the next show.
A fantastic idea, Killian. The best idea you've had since last time you had an idea about dinner.
Dinner.
Oh, then Killian's little tummy starts to rumble.
But the thing is, you don't know if it's
wonderful,
little
yeah.
killer attached to my bag or my stomach.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Could be a dog.
You know,
or
it's the
something.
third growl. That was 3 of you. Little killer, you and your stomach.
It's
So
like
at this point, we've got Killian and Charles and Erwin going to the brothel, and me
That's
and
me.
Jackson going to the back of this brothel
Foolishly.
to investigate.
Mhm.
Oi,
Do you
Okay.
want to stop there, or do you want us to investigate?
I think
first?
we stop there, and we'll do the next bit on the next
It was
game.
wonderful.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. That was good. I like it. Yeah.
Recording stopped.
recording stop.
Recording.
Zoom, bitch.